When a Gemini man kisses you, it can feel like the whole world stops and it is just you and him together. It is an amazing experience and without a doubt an indication that things are getting pretty serious between you and your Gemini man. But there may be a part of you that is still feeling unsure. You have heard all the rumors about Gemini men and how fickle they can be, so how is a girl to really know that a Gemini has feelings for you? Are you really into a Gemini guy and not sure what he may be feeling for you? Perhaps he's giving off some signs but you don't know if he's just being flirty or if he is truly falling in love with you. Here are the signs to look for to know what he may be feeling for you. Keep watching to find out what you need to know so that you can do the right thing with your Gemini guy. More exciting fun with him. Like many other men, the Gemini man tends to start getting very silly when he's in love. He makes every moment with him lots of fun. He'll do anything to make you laugh. He's very much the type that will walk around with a grin on his face when he's in love. He will glow, he will laugh a lot, and he will make it really amusing to be around him. In this way, it's rather obvious that he's in love. He already has an extroverted personality and is highly entertaining. However, with you, he has an extra dose of the goofball type of humor. He will pick on you, make jokes, play pranks, or do other hilarious things in order to show you his silly side. He doesn't do this with most other people. Though he's a social guy, he reserves the really hilarious stuff for when he's in love. Singing you songs or serenading you may be something he tries to do as well. Even if he doesn't normally sing, you could find him singing to you. The Gemini man is a big kid when he is falling in love. He opens up to you. Gemini men aren't the emotional type. They don't try to be hard but they just have difficulties processing anything that they don't perceive as logical. As such, it takes love to coax a Gemini man to open up. He takes his sweet time when he's getting to know a woman before he'll finally figure out that he would like to commit to her and make it something more long-term. While going this route, he isn't likely to talk about his feelings much. When a Gemini man is in love, he will begin to feel things that he's not used to feeling. He will start talking to the woman he's into and telling her things. That means if you've been with your Gemini guy for a while and he starts to open up to you, you can consider him as good as in love. He doesn't talk like this with anyone else. He doesn't even talk to his family about his feelings. If you're looking for long-term love when your Gemini man opens up to you, then you'll know that you've got him. He is yours and you can finally make something special out of the relationship. A Gemini man in love is a rare guy indeed. When he feels he can absolutely tell you anything, then you've won him over and he's all yours. A Gemini man's weakness in love is opening up and telling you lots of secrets. Asks to spend more time with you. If your Gemini man starts falling for you, then he will start giving up more and more of his free time. I don't mean all of it though. He will still require some personal time here and there to maintain his sanity. However, when he's falling in love, he cannot stand to be away from you for too long. He'll want to get together and enjoy the romance. Whether it's spending a night together indoors or going out on the town, he'll want you by his side. He can be very romantic and yet spontaneous all in the same swoop. He may want to spend time with you, and he'll pick you up and randomly take you off somewhere for a mini vacation. As long as you are open to whatever he may bring your way, then you'll do just fine with the Gemini man. He isn't one for planning too much, so being spontaneous is much more viable. Just know that when a Gemini guy falls in love, he actually does think about his partner more and he will want to spend more time together in some way. This means giving up some of his free time, but at that point, he's good with it. Trying to get every little minute with you is a Gemini man's weakness in love. He just can't help himself. Enjoy and bask in his love. Checks in on you. He isn't above checking with you to see how you're doing, especially if you are ill. The Gemini man cares about you and wants to make sure that everything is going well for you. When he's not with you, He'll likely text you or call you to check in and make sure things are still good with you or if you need anything. He's very endearing this way. If you find that your Gemini checks in on you more and more, that means he definitely has got it bad for you. Making sure his lady love is good and has all she needs makes him feel better. Some of them will check up on you multiple times in a day. This can seem to be a little obsessive, but really it's just because he cannot get you off his mind and wants to make sure you know it. Gemini men are typically not the jealous type, but when he calls a lot or asks you a lot of questions, it gives you the impression that he's being possessive or jealous. The truth is, he's just like a kid in love and cannot stop thinking of you. You're in his blood and in his heart, so he wants contact with you as often as he can. Even if it's just to hear your voice for a few minutes, it'll make him feel like $1,000,000. Lots of affection. The Gemini man isn't above giving you lots of tender loving care. When a Gemini man is falling in love, he will want to spend lots of time kissing, touching, and being physical. Holding your hand, giving you neck nibbles, or licking your ear. Whatever he can do physically that shows you attention, he's not above doing it. He loves it and he loves making you feel good too. When a Gemini man is in love with you, he will go above and beyond with how he treats you in a physical sense. He may also send you heart or cute flirting emojis via text message. He has a poetic way of showing you he cares for you. Take notice and know that you're very special to him. A Gemini man falling in love is something very special and not too common. Surprises you. The Gemini man loves to live for the present. He is spontaneous and you never know what he's going to do. He may show up on your doorstep with flowers or a treat for you. He may also want to take you somewhere really fun out of nowhere. Perhaps you had plans to go to a movie, but instead, he takes you on a very romantic weekend getaway to a beach house. A Gemini man falling in love will definitely be something you'll really appreciate experiencing. He's very romantic and doesn't like to plan too often. He also likes catching you off guard to see the cute look on your face. It's more romantic and exciting if he plans on the fly instead of letting you know what is going on ahead of time. Be adventurous for your Gemini man in love. He may tell you he loves you. It takes a whole heck of a lot to get a Gemini man to open up, but once he's sure that he loves you, he may very well just go out and tell you what he feels. He may come right out and say, "I'm in love with you." This is the most obvious approach a Gemini man can make. When a Gemini man is in love with you, he will open up and verbalize it when he feels the timing is right. Take a look at my free love compatibility quiz about your Gemini man in the description below, so that you can see is there a future for you too. If you like this video and find it helpful, please give it a like and also make sure to subscribe, ring the bell, so you get notified whenever I post new content, and follow me on Instagram for daily relationship tips. When a